Small thinking causes big problems. Let me tell you what I mean by that. Let me give you a simple analogy. Have you ever been at a dinner table, your family orders Chinese food or whatever it is, dinner comes to the table and everybody gets all grabby, they want to get the only egg roll, they want to get the leftover rice, they want to get whatever it is. Why? Because there's not enough food on the table. That causes people to panic and causes everyone to go into selfish grabby mode, trying to get every last morsel. Small thinking equals big problems. Now, you ever go to a Chinese buffet? Nobody's grabby, everybody's relaxed, people are letting other people go in front of them. Why? Because there's more than enough food to go around. I know that I've done this, so I'm sure that many of you have done this before. You're calculating your budget, you're calculating what you need in order to live, you're calculating what you need in order to run your business, and you notice that you're like that Chinese food they ordered to your house, there's just not enough to go around. We have to turn our salaries, we have to turn our incomes, we have to turn our businesses into buffets and not little small meals. How do you do that? You do that by going big. You do that by working very, 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 very hard. So when I was sitting down and calculating my minimums required in order to break even, I'm saying, wow, what a miserable life. I have to stop ordering Uber Eats if I want to survive. I can't spend $18 a day or $16 a day on ordering Uber Eats. I have to start taking lunch from home. And all these things, I was making all these small calculations in order to say, how do I end up with a profit at the end of the year, which is completely not the way I want to live my life. And I believe that it's a wrong mentality. The mentality has to be is how to bring up the budget, how to bring up the sales, how to bring up the revenue to a point where I don't have to worry about my $18 a day Uber Eats, and I could go and get whatever it is that I want. I could walk into any restaurant that I want and be satisfied with what I'm able to get. How do you do that practically? Is by over working and creating a business or a job or a salary that is so rock solid, that is so white hot, that it's able to satisfy all of my desires and all my dreams and all of my needs. And then a person might say, well, you're gonna burn out if you do that. You know, how many hours could you work? And I think burnout happens, by the way, on the other end, is when everything is so calculated that there's just enough to get by. I think that that's frustration. I think that when people are succeeding on massive levels, that actually is satisfaction, right? That's when you can leave from your job and you're not counting the amount of hours. You don't say, I work 50 hours this week, 60 hours this week, 70 hours this week. The hours stop feeling like work because you're enjoying it, because you're succeeding at it. And that's the point that we have to get to. Build the business so it gets so red hot that we don't have to worry about enough to go around. Doesn't matter how many plates I take, there's still more than enough. God bless. I hope this brought you value. Beryl Solomon, Big B.